Welcome to episode 6 of Reset Unfiltered with Abby, and today's guest is Cam Downs.
Hey Abby. Hey guys.
Cam is Brad's brother, and he's here from Cape Town for the holidays. So I thought I would just pick his brain a little bit about maybe some of the things that you are passionate about.
Passionate about family and friends.
But your girlfriend's in Cape Town still?
Yeah, unfortunately. So. Yeah.
And how much younger are you than Brad? Because as you guys know, Brad is very, very old.
How old is Brad? Wait,
He's 41.
Brad's 41. So that means I am. Yo, my math is broken, dude. I must be like, it's over 10 years because I'm only 27 now.
It's
so.
definitely over 10 years because I'm 10 years younger than Brad.
So
I'm all 9 years.
Yeah,
you?
so it must be like 20 something years. No.
How old are you?
27.
Oh, 27 plus 37 is 10 plus 3 is 13 plus 1 is 14.
14 years. Brad is the oldest.
The oldest and probably the best at math. Because
I'm normally good at maths, just not on camera.
How many siblings do you have?
So currently fortunately we lost 2 brothers way back long ago. One would have been a year older than Brad, and then another one would have been a couple years older than Brad. But then ones that we have with us today, it's myself, Jord, Dev, and then Brad. So there's 4 of us in total. Yeah.
And as the years go on, you and Brad keep morphing more and more into the same person.
Apparently, I mean, everybody loves to say. I don't know. What do they think? What do you guys think? But
did you guys realize that I was doing the pod show with Cam, or did you think this was Brad again? Put your hand up if you thought it was Brad.
Everyone says now that we looking more similar.
Now that your hair's longer, you look different again. I feel like
yeah.
It was when it was like the same length. Then I feel like you look the same, but now it looks more your vibe.
But we're the only 2, funnily enough, in the family that are growing beards.
We were chatting now about thrifting and why you think it's cool and important, because for me it's something that I absolutely love, and I was thinking about it when I was walking yesterday, and I was just like, there's so many things that you can invest in or like spend your money on, and for me one of the things that I feel like is so worth it are like things that are made really well. So like jewelry, like gold, those type of things that like the value will hold over time. I was like, I've spent so much money in the last 10 years on clothing that either I've like tried to resell or like has just left my cupboard, and it's actually I've just bought it like out of just feeling like I have to have this item. And now the older and older I get, the more I'm like, actually I want my clothes to firstly be personal, something that is different to what everyone's doing, because I feel like everything just looks the same now, and I want them to be well made so that they last. So I feel like that for me is why I really love thrifting and like pre-owned clothes, and because they're made well and you feel like, okay, literally no one else will have this.
I have a small business called Lanes Loved, where I do
Lanes Loved.
At
Lanes
Find me everywhere.
Loved.
And I do high quality secondhand, small batch goods and upcycled goods. I do a bit of voice acting on the side as well. Yeah, I got a voice acting job, which has been going really well.
I wouldn't mind doing voice acting.
It's been pretty good.
Or audio books. Imagine me reading you to sleep, everybody.
But I've been doing the thrifting for longer. Because I also enjoy fashion, and I enjoy expressing myself visually. As I got more into it, it just became more apparent that it was an industry that I didn't want to be in, but there was still a lot of love. Just the way that the industry is set up, I think, is just so damaging, and beyond the environmental impact, there's also a lot of social factors that affect people significantly with regards to like fitting in and trying to be the same and all of that.
And the prices these days, Like at Zara, like nothing less than 1,000 rand. Like, are you joking? Who has that type of money? Like, honestly, and if you do have that type of money, is that really what you want to spend your money on? Like, I love clothes, I really, really do. But like the last 2 years, I buy most of my stuff on Yaga, or I'll go thrifting in town, or I will, like go to a pre-owned shop because I'm like, I can literally buy this on Yaga. I saw it at Zara like 2 months ago. Someone's worn it once to like a wedding or something, and now I can get it for half the price. The capitalism mustn't come and trick me now. It's already tricked me too many times.
It's a lie. It's a lie that they want you to believe so that you keep on buying new stuff. But the reality is that stuff doesn't just last for a year. If you buy the right stuff, it doesn't just last for a year. It lasts for a long time, and that's so obvious in the second-hand market because a lot of the stuff that's still around is that really good stuff that was made properly with good materials, and
it's got
it lasts throughout the years.
It's got all the details. Like, I have this amazing leather jacket that I bought. I feel like it's so, when you like have that moment where you like put something on that you found at a thrift store and it like fits you perfectly, and you're just like, oh, this was made for me. But the sleeves are like the perfect length, and then they have inside the sleeve they have elastic, so that obviously it's like when it's like winter or cold and water drips down, it's like has this like specific thing on the inside. And I just like all those attention to details and like the double stitching and the thick lining and like the fact that they were like people weren't skimping on materials just makes the item so much better. Or it's like all distressed because it's been worn in, and I just feel like that makes the item so special, and it makes them unique, where you're like, okay, this piece is actually really special. It's not just one of 10,000 that were made. It once belonged to somebody, and there's like care was put into making it, which is cool.
We actually spoke about it yesterday because George was wearing a t-shirt, and it's a t-shirt that Brad got for my dad long ago, a Led Zeppelin t-shirt, and now cute. My dad's given it to George, and it's at that point in its life where the fabric is so comfortable to wear because it's gone through so many washes, it's seen the sun and all of that stuff, where it kind of thins out the fabric in all the right places. Yeah,
it's like it'll be that t-shirt that you like grab. Or it's like always that one that you're like, oh, I'm just going to put this one on.
Exactly.
Like where it's so comfy.
And that is exactly one of those examples. But funnily enough, I actually saw even a video the other day, because quite a big thing in the second-hand market now is Carhartt stuff.
Oh yeah, but Brad's been freaking going Carhartt mad.
But Carhartt is made for
workwear,
so it's supposed to be really durable and hard to wear in.
Yes.
So people that have been buying it new have been trying to figure out how these guys are getting it to look the way that it does. They're like, when is it going to start being nice? But it never starts being nice because you have to wear it for like 20 years, bro.
It's like when you buy a pair of new Doc Martens and you're like, why do I have blisters? And why do these not look cool? Why are they so shiny? I look like such a loser. Like, I bought a pair of Doc Martens also from that thrifting place, and they're just so cool. Like, they just, when your feet just go in and you don't have to wear in the shoe. And then like so many people, I've never bought new Doc Martens before. I've got a pair that were given to me. So comfortable because they've been worn in, where I've had friends that are like, Doc Martens are so expensive. They're like £200. And then you get blisters and you have to wear them in for like 10 years and wear them every day.
You're paying for it every day. You're not just paying for it when you buy them. You're paying for it every time you wear it because it hurts. Yeah. And actually, one of my other friends, her buddy makes trips to the UK all the time, and he's made a thing of it, like buying her a pair of Docs every time he goes.
Sheesh, that's
so
a collection.
She has like quite a collection of Docs, but she only ends up wearing like 2 pairs because
the others are
all of them are uncomfortable to wear. So then you literally have to like start paying somebody to like, okay, do 5,000 steps a day and wear these Doc Martens.
Yeah, exactly. And do like the same as like the Carhartt thing. Like, these things were made to be really hardy for people that wore them every day to work, your main pair of shoes or your main pair of pants, and now you're wearing it like maybe once a week. Like, you're not going to get the same authenticity out of it. Even just like jeans, like I just love buying thrifted jeans because they always just feel so good. Like, they're comfy.
Because the material is there already. It's ready to be.
Yeah.
It's more ready to be worn, I think, than stuff that's brand new that you buy that you have to wear in, because the material is still so in a lot of fabrics, the material is so rigid at the beginning, and then once you start wearing it and washing it and exposing it to the sun and heat and all of that stuff.
I'm gonna have to take you on our thrifting adventure, but we're not going to disclose the location because I don't gatekeep, but this is the one thing on my whole social media that I gatekeep, and it's this place. How often do you like go and find stuff?
Often, every week. I have 3 main suppliers who, if I want to get a lot of stuff from at one time, I'll go to them. Bunch of jeans, like just specific things, like a bunch of jeans at one time, then I'll go to them and buy stuff there. But then I still like going to rummage sales and car boot sales and charity shops.
Oh, that's so nice.
I enjoy looking through the stuff because
Me too.
I like expanding my horizons with regards what styles are available. Even just exposing myself to like different types of garments helps me stay inspired with regards to like what is current now in fashion, what is
and
working
making
now.
it like relevant to how people dress and not like the new version of it. Like, she's such a good point. It's like, how can I make this thing that's like 20 or 30 years old relevant to today's fashion and make it cool and unique and different? Like that's also like where you're able to be so creative.
I try and stay really active with it, but every week I'll be finding more stuff. And I do a lot of online selling and a lot of markets as well, so I'm just trying to replace the stuff that I sell that week, or at least, try and replace the stuff that I sell that week, unless specific bulk deals come along the way at random times. I'll obviously take advantage of it when I can, but every week I'm going to other places and just trying to find new places and connect with new people. I think that's why it's a nice opportunity to even go to places this side as well.
Yes, to make connections, because they might have
connections.
Something that you don't have in Cape Town. Or
I think the way it works in South Africa is everything comes from Northern Africa and starts in Joburg, then comes to Durban, and then goes to Cape Town either way. But I think it gets to Durban first, honestly, just because it's closer in proximity and also the port, I think.
Yeah, because we were trying to figure it out. How do these bales get here? Why do they get here? Where are they from? Like, they're obviously from Europe because most of the brands and stuff are European, and especially like with the jackets and stuff. Where do they come from? Why do they get here? And how do people then get their hands on them? Like, what's the underground situation? Like, I would love to have transparency on that.
I don't know the exact process. It all comes from European countries mostly, but that just shows you why the secondhand market is such a big thing now, because all of these brands that have been making stuff new haven't really been concerned about not selling everything, that's why I think local goods and small batch stuff and secondhand is really popping now in South Africa, especially because it actually serves the people and it serves the environment as well.
And like the fact that in these economic times people don't want to spend 500 Rand on a t-shirt, bad example, but like a Stussy t-shirt or like a brand name t-shirt, and then you can go buy one and thrift one for like half the price or less. And it's cool and it's worn in. Fashion trend cycle, we kind of at a point where it's like the overconsumption is at such a level that people want to be unique. They want to get things that are different, especially people that are in the fashion industry and that are creative. You can't like just go to Zara and buy a dress because you're like, well, everyone's got that dress.
That's what 1,000 other people are doing right now.
Now I'm going to post that on my Instagram. Like, I actually want to be different and I want to feel creative and I want to feel like me, not be like, okay, this is just 1,000 Rand that I spent on a dress that actually means nothing. No soul. It's so important that the pre-owned market in South Africa does grow, because it also, like you said, gives opportunity for small businesses, everything to thrive. Like, it shouldn't, like, it's like the same as how there's like a KFC on freaking every corner. You want to like see a bakery that's owned by one person, or like somebody that's making their own fried chicken. You don't want to like have to go to a KFC all the time.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. Brad does.
No, I don't either.
Constantly replacing stock, but you like there's styles that you like, okay, I know these are like bestsellers, so when you go to thrifting, you're like, okay, I'm looking for more of this because the last time I had this, everyone loved it.
Yeah, obviously all the branded stuff. So
Okay.
people really, I focus mostly on menswear stuff. So
Okay.
I guess that's like the first category that I would be in. I still buy women's stuff if I think it's really nice.
Yeah.
But I mostly focus on menswear. And then it also depends on seasons. So what time of the year it is. You really just want to swing and hit every single time. All you got to do is just buy something with a big
logo.
brand on it. Yeah. So like a Patagonia, Carhartt,
Is it?
Stussy,
Oh, okay.
like all of those. Polo is also mad popular.
I thought when you said brand name, you was like talking like Nike, Adidas.
No, they're just not so available in South Africa as
that's
the other
true.
ones are, you know. So Nike, I mean, those will still sell crazy. If I find a Nike t-shirt, I'll pick it up because somebody's going to want that.
Yeah, and I guess Carhartt's having such a moment at the moment now.
Yeah.
Like Dickies, do you get stuff?
I actually got a pair of Dickies myself the other day, but I've been looking for a pair for a long time. I don't like buying stuff new. I found it's something that's been really good for my life in general because it's helped me practice being patient, and where I think a lot of people buy stuff new because it's very convenient to walk into a mall and like, okay, I need to find this. I know I'm going to find it here.
I don't have time.
Yeah,
so let me
I
just
don't
do
have time.
this.
I don't have time. Whatever. But I found the secondhand market it's made me a lot more conscious as an individual with my consumption and a lot more patient with the way that I make decisions.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you do have to wait for something to come along. Like you don't know if you'll immediately find something.
Yeah. You kind of like to get to a point where you're like okay with your cupboard not constantly revolving like new styles. Like I was finding that I had ended up with so much stuff in my cupboard that I didn't wear, or I'd wear once and be like, oh, it doesn't really fit me properly, because I was just like, okay, I'm buying this, or I'm buying this from Shein, or I'm buying this from a surprise quickly, or I'm like, actually, if I just put a little bit more time and care into it and take the mission to go into town and spend whatever 2 hours there, like I'll get way more joy in the long term out of those items. And I'm not saying I don't shop online or I don't go into whatever H&M or Mr. Price or Zara, but it's like that feeling that you get when you find something, which is so cool as well.
I'm not perfect. I still buy stuff new as well.
Yeah, there's still convenience element, but when you find that, like, also I guess some people just also aren't creative and like they don't really care about clothes and stuff. So it's like for them going and buying something from like H&M is the same to them. They can't imagine anything worse than going and spending 2 hours at a thrift store
to try and dig through hundreds of clothes.
That's some people's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Where I'm like,
true.
give me the whole day. I'll take a day, a week. Like I'll be here all week. Like I could literally, like I had to leave Brad because he was like, this, like I have to leave.
Yeah, I know, I'm gonna be here for a while.
He was like, I'm so done with this. I'm like, we haven't even climbed on top of the bale of shoes yet. Like, are you joking? Like, and then I went back on my own and I was literally on top of the shoes. Okay, this size. Okay, no. And then I like ended up with like 10. I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with all of these? I'll take them all. Okay, what price can you give me? Like the negotiation, it's just such a thrill. It's like gambling, but better.
I feel you though, because there are a lot of people that they want the convenience of buying stuff new, but they want to be able to support secondhand businesses, and that was kind of the idea behind mine.
Yes, where it's like curated.
It's very curated, high quality stuff that's all repaired and cleaned and displayed easily to find
Doesn't
things
smell
and
funny.
stuff like that. Doesn't smell funny. Every now and then, because I don't like doing bail purchases, I like hand picking and stuff.
Yeah.
Because then you do get duds. You get too many duds, and I don't like hoing that in between like a polo shirt. And then you like some other dud like
it's
just in between there. It just doesn't make
brand
sense.
Integrity.
Yeah.
Like it's your reputation as well. Like you want when people see your stuff to every time be like, oh, this is such a cool piece. Like, oh, this is cool. Like another cool thing. Like not be like, okay, this is actually shit. Like I hate that when I like scroll through someone's Jaga store because I saw one nice thing and then there's like 5 shit things, then one nice thing and then like it's all shit. I'm like, okay, I'm like, this is lame. I'm leaving.
Another cheat code as well about the fashion world is learning how to repair and take care of garments. I feel that we aren't like so familiar with as people. Like we don't really get taught how to like look after things and repair things and all of that.
I was actually thinking about that the other day because I was like, I have so many things that are broken or need to be repaired, and then you end up throwing them out because you're like, oh well, I don't even know where to take this.
Yeah, and this pile is too big now. Like I'm over it. Like I've been hoarding this black bag of clothes that needs to be repaired for so long, and I just never find the time or the energy to like actually get it done. So fortunate the way that it played out because I'd been hand sewing for forever, and I felt like it added value to like the story behind my business. So I put a video up on TikTok, and some lady reached out to me, and she was like, do you like hand sewing? Are you looking to get a sewing machine? And I was like, yeah, are you selling one? And then she actually DM'd me then and was like, hey, I've actually got this sewing machine. I've got a small business, but I have like multiple sewing machines that I'm trying to get rid of.
Oh, that's cool.
So we went back and forth for like 2 weeks because, I mean, I appreciate her reaching out, but I'm like obviously mad sus. Like this is a setup. This is way too suspicious.
This is a setup.
Yeah, like no one's ever given me something that expensive before. But we ended up going back and forth for like a month, and then we ended up agreeing on a meeting time, and I went to collect a sewing machine, and I've had the sewing machine for like 2 years now.
Oh, that's so nice.
It's afforded me the opportunity to be able to not only to repair the stuff that I get, but also to start making new stuff as well.
Like
upcycling stuff, yeah.
That's cool.
And there's a lot of fabric shops as well in Cape Town that receive dead stock fabrics and all of that. So it all still contributes to the environmental aspect of the whole scheme, which I quite enjoy. And it's also like you walk into the shop, you don't know what you're gonna get. You just like pick up some denim, and you're like, okay, now I'll think of a random project to do
let's make it work.
Yeah.
And also because I think I saw statistics about how the pre-owned market is like growing faster than the luxury market now, and how, I mean, I couldn't find the statistics and put it on this video, but I think that also shows that globally it's such a trend in terms of, and I don't mean a trend like fashionable but like the trend is that people are shopping more pre-owned, like with things like Vinted in the UK and in Europe, and then now Yaga coming here, and so many other. I think also social media makes it easier for people to be able to sell in their own capacity, like be like, okay, this is something that I'm interested in. Like I've wanted to do it for so long, but I'm just like, okay, you know what, I don't really have the time, and like if I do it, I want to be able to like put everything into it and like make it, like you say, like you want it to be curated, you want people to know you, and you want to have a good reputation to like do that. Where, what do you call it, like thrift owner, thrift seller?
Yeah, I just say I sell secondhand clothes. Yeah.
Okay.
Pre-owned mostly
saleswoman.
Yeah, I guess.
But I would love to do that, but with designer bags. I've been wanting to do it for like ages.
So like be mad specific about it and just be like
selling. But I love vintage designer because I feel like we were saying, it's made so much better, and like even like with Chanel bags now, they've gone up by however, like let's say it's like entry point, let's say it's $2,000. You could get one for like $1,000 maybe 5 to 10 years ago, but now they're not even made in France anymore. Most of them are made in China, and vintage Chanel bags, all of the hardware and the metal was gold plated, and now it's not even freaking gold plated. Like,
see, I swear it's not even like a hot topic word when we say that stuff isn't made the way that it used to be made.
No, it's fully like we can all agree.
It's
like
literal facts. Like,
yeah, it's facts.
With hardware, with material choices.
Like the fact that if like you zip up something twice and the zip like falls off or something, like that should never happen. How do I have a jacket that's from like 40 years ago and the zip's been used 100 times and it's fine?
Yeah.
I love the feeling of like finding like really special and unique and rare pieces, which a lot of the bags that I have are, and then refurbishing them a little bit and reselling them, and they just have that feeling of like, this is actually a really special item that once belonged to somebody and they really cared about, and now I own it, and like who knows where its life is going to lead. Like I might decide to give it to somebody else or resell it, and like, but it has that longevity because it's got beautifully made. The leather is hand stitched. The hardware's all put on properly.
That one guy, he actually took a hoodie that was his, that was old. He opened the one seam at the bottom, slid an air tag in there, and then closed the seam up, and then donated the hoodie to one of the charity shops.
Yeah.
And then he tracked the journey that the hoodie took, and it literally left the States. It went to another continent.
Oh shit!
Like, it's crazy. That's how these things can travel around the world even now. But yeah,
that's crazy.
It would be interesting to try it as well. But I don't know how it works in South Africa. Like, I don't know where our excess stock goes. Like, if there is even excess stock. Like,
yeah, it probably just goes to other places in Africa.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know, maybe India. I don't know.
Yeah.
I never really thought about it. I feel like I need to find out more about how this whole cycle works because I'm so interested about the bales. Like, and obviously if you ask a vendor, like, they're not going to tell you, like, where they get their stuff from, which is understandable. Like, I'd also be like, why are you asking me?
It's very clicky like that, eh? Yeah, it's very clicky like that with the second-hand markets.
Yeah, like, why are you asking me you're going to steal my sauce or whatever?
Yeah.
Which is also why, like, the designer bag thing is so hard. And then, obviously, there's the whole route of having to get them authenticated because there's so many fakes. You can get third-party authenticating, or so you can also train yourself to learn how to authenticate.
Yeah.
So I've just done a lot of research on... So, like, some bags I've been like, okay, this is fake. And then other bags I'm like, okay, this is definitely real. Or then I've taken it to the store overseas and they'll say, like, okay, yes, we can guarantee that it is authentic, or we can't. The only one was when I bought a Coach bag of Shein. I took to the store, they were like, it looks authentic, but because it was sold by a third party, we cannot guarantee it. But that wasn't even thrifted, so that's besides the point. But obviously there's so many fakes out there. I've kind of trained myself to be able to look for the things that can tell you if they're real or fake. And I've been disappointed once actually, about a bag, and I was like, fuck, I've just spent my money on something that's actually fake, and I should have just looked at the time. But then something comes over you and good experiences, or I've gone through reputable sources. So ultimately I would love to do that as like down the line, but it's also because designer stuff is so expensive, it requires a lot of capital. Like, to buy, even if you're spending like $5,000 on each item, that's like minimum.
That's deep still, yeah.
Yeah, like.
And then what, you bring like 4 bags to a market?
Yeah.
What do you do? Like,
how do you sell it? Like, where's the client base? So it's like whole infrastructure I'd have to figure out to make it like not frustrating for me. She's like, oh, I've got all these bags, they're gonna sell, and then you like sit with them, you're like, oh fuck. But in saying that, the pre-owned luxury designer market in South Africa is so big. Well, not big. There's so much demand.
Yeah, it's big enough, yeah.
People want that look, feeling of buying new designer, but you can't afford $40,000 on a bag. I mean, not many people can. But you can get a 2000s Gucci bag that's, worn, but you could refurbish for $5,000 or $6,000. Like, that's so worth it. Still the same beautiful piece of art, it's just not brand new.
The luxury stuff, it's such a tough one for me because oftentimes they are like made better, I would still say. Like, the manufacturing is better, the choice of materials is better, the hardware is better. But it's not that much better. But they leverage a lot of the brand name as well, and the years
100%.
They've been putting into it, and so on and so on and so on, which is it's unfortunate, honestly, that it's out of reach for a lot of people, because it's oftentimes those are the brands that are making stuff that people should be buying.
Yeah. Because it lasts longer.
Yeah.
But people that don't have money have to buy stuff that is made cheaply, and then it's like this cycle. So now they've had to buy a pair of shoes 10 times in the last 5 years because their ones that they bought didn't last because they couldn't afford maybe a pair of Doc Martens, let's say, as their everyday shoes. But then somebody that can afford it doesn't actually need the extra money, so it's like a vicious cycle that if you don't have money, you have to buy cheap shit quality stuff that lasts a few washes.
I think the whole fashion
It's
industry
fucked.
is set up like a demon, honestly.
It's fucked.
It's crazy how it works. It's crazy how it actually works, and it is so big as well. because it's not set up for everyone. It's not set up for the people.
No, it's not.
It actually takes advantage of people in every step of the process.
And then, it makes you feel like if you don't have this stuff, it's not good enough.
Yeah.
Like, you're not good enough. Like, I think that's why people do hold so much onto material items. Like, people often ask me, like, you have this Louis Vuitton bag, but look at how shit your kitchen is. And I'm like, okay, but that's also not why. Like, I genuinely enjoy things that are made really well and nicely, and I might have, like, 5 leather jackets that are all worth whatever if I had to resell them. That makes me happy, and that's like something that I
energy towards stuff that
exactly.
you think serves you.
Yeah, and that can also last, because I'm not about like buying something for like one time. Started renting dresses now because I go to so many events, and time being like, oh, I need to buy something. You buy this beautiful dress, you wear it once, and then you're trying to sell it to somebody, or it just sits in your cupboard. So now I just rent, and there's also like, that's also such a big thing now, is these renting for special occasions.
Are you selling on Yaga now?
I have for a while.
Are you still like, you just do it every now and then? Really, it's not.
People don't buy my shit.
Yeah.
They never buy my stuff. I got so much stuff on Yaga, and it's cheap. Buy my stuff on Yaga, because I buy so much stuff and I shop a lot, and then I'm just like, okay, I'm actually over this stuff, or my style changes, or. But like, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to be more intentional going forward. Like, I think it was like 2 years ago, I was like, I'm trying to only buy like secondhand stuff. So like, I'm not perfect, but it's something that's very top of mind for me. Yeah. Really well made stuff. Yeah. I also love secondhand jewelry. That's like also one of my favorite things.
I think a good thing you can do is also support small businesses or small batch designers, because the waste is
way less
compared to mass-produced stuff.
That makes sense.
And then it's also, you get the benefit of supporting the local community, so less waste, and then there's that individualistic element to it as well.
But it has to be good quality.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of them.
I've had bad experiences. Overpriced, the design's too simple. Like,
a couple
like
out
I'm
there
just
like
like,
that,
like who? I want to know from people, like, who are their favorite actual like clothing brands and jewelry brands that are good quality and they're local.
Yeah, maybe actually, people
and
let us know.
And also, like, not being funny, but like, that's not 2,000 Rand for something, because that's the whole point of what we're saying, is that people that don't have a lot of money can't support, don't have the longevity in their clothing. So it also has to be affordable, because then it's like that whole thing, and then it's not reachable. Like, I'm not spending 2,000 Rand on like a skirt or something.
I think ultimately still buy second hand. I mean,
yeah.
But if you do want to buy something new, there's better ways to do it as well. I think people just need to be more patient with the way they make decisions.
Yeah.
And be more conscious with regards to the way they spend their money and who they support.
Yeah.
Because literally, one jacket that you buy from a local business can make a huge difference to somebody's week.
Definitely.
Instead of just going to another big mass-produced
like
company and buying
nothing.
a jacket, it means nothing to them. You're a drop in the sand compared to the impact
really
you can have on people's lives, bro. And then beyond that, I think secondhand is going to be the epitome of the fashion industry in the years to come, because there's only so much people can tolerate with regards to toxicity and waste and shit like that, and I think people are getting to that point where they've had enough, and
being fed constantly, like, you have these new trends and styles and this, and like, it also all comes down to like individuality and that type of thing as well. Like, how do you make yourself, but also in saying that, not feeling guilty about not buying only secondhand or small batch, like you said, like, we're all human. Like, it's also like, don't make people feel guilty about not being like these like stand-up citizens, like being like, oh, you don't recycle, like, screw you, like,
because you can't be perfect. The system isn't set up that way. You can't, even if you tried your hardest. It's not made for you to be able to make the really good decisions.
They've made all the bad stuff easy and all the hard stuff good. I mean, all the
difficult.
Good stuff hard. Yeah. That's my guest for the week, Cam Downs. I could actually talk on this topic for like hours.
Same.
So, second session, we've actually got a lot of guests that we're gonna have to get on the show. So
when are you gonna post this actually?
I'll try post it tonight.
Okay, well then maybe we will get another session. Let us know if
On
we should do
Christmas
another
Day.
session.
Oh yes, and if you have any questions for us, let us know and we'll answer them in our next session.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, guys, much love. Thank
Bye.
you so much.